The Incredible Hulk is one of Marvel's most beloved and well-known superheroes. You can't think of the color green without thinking of this guy. He's had his own line of action figures, movies, and comic books, and still, decades later, he's still a mystery to fans. Bruce Banner has managed to keep all his Hulk powers a secret from us until today. Before we get started, take a moment to subscribe to our channel. It's like giving yourself a present.
You and me, we stay here on the ground. We keep the fighting here. And Hulk. Smash.
Leap across continents. We all know Hulk can smash. Did you know that Hulk can also jump enormous heights and distances? We've seen the Hulk jump far and wide in all forms of media, and yeah, his leaping skills are impressive, but they aren't earth-shattering. At least not unless you look at what the Hulk can do when he's really trying. The stuff that we've yet to see in a cartoon or movie. If you consider what the Hulk can really do in a single leap, then it's earth-shattering. Sometimes literally. With superpowered muscles all over his body, the Hulk can do all sorts of things that regular humans can only dream of. This includes his ability to casually travel miles in a single jump thanks to his leg muscles, which the Hulk often uses as his main method of transportation. When he's really trying, however, the Hulk can leap into Earth's atmosphere and even travel across oceans and land on different continents. Hulk never must worry about airline baggage fees or flight times, but he does have to worry about landing. With the enormity of his powers and body mass, the Hulk has been known to create earthquakes, shockwaves, and large craters when he comes back down to Earth after a particularly big jump.
And I will not be bullied by that.
He can see ghosts. What does the Incredible Hulk have in common with M. Night Shyamalan's The Sixth Sense? We'll give you a hint. The answer is not Bruce Willis. Drawing a blank? Well, in his Hulk form, Banner can see ghosts. Perhaps this is a power that the Hulk would never show off in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it's nonetheless an interesting one. It is a hidden power among all the curiosities of the Hulk comic books. It all started when Bruce Banner accidentally killed his father, and fearing that he would come back to settle the score, Bruce gave the Hulk the ability to see ghosts, because in the comics, that's just a thing you can do. And you don't need the type of Marvel Cinematic Universe logic that equates things like gods and ghosts with science and technology. With the Hulk's unique ghost-seeing ability, he's one of the only beings that can see Doctor Strange when he's in his astral form. That's something to keep in mind should ghosts end up on their way to the MCU courtesy of Doctor Strange. If that happens, look for the Hulk to take on a much bigger role in the metaphysical side of Marvel films going forward.
What if the world was safe? What if next time aliens roll up to the club, and they will, they couldn't get past the bouncer?
He can survive in space. In the MCU, audiences have just started to get used to superheroes in outer space thanks to the introduction of the Guardians of the Galaxy. In the comic books, Hulk has been visiting new planets for a while now. Hulk is one of the most indestructible beings on Earth, but what about outside of Earth? Since the Marvel Universe has always traditionally explored the galaxy, the Hulk has always had a big part in Marvel's space-spanning adventures, and he's aided by the fact that he can survive in space better than almost every other Avenger. Thanks to his ability to grow new tissue at exceptional rates and regenerate tissue, the human-killing void of space is no match for Hulk. And while in the comics, the Hulk has been launched into space in a pressurized vessel for safety, once the vessel broke, the Hulk just got angrier, and as a result, he got stronger, thus causing his body to adapt into one that can survive anything space throws at it. Like his ability to withstand the pressures of underwater life, the Hulk can't be stopped just because he isn't in his natural habitat. In fact, it's safe to say that he has no natural habitat, which makes him one of the most unique superheroes that can decimate an enemy no matter where he is in the universe.
You saw?
The whole thing, right through the ceiling, big and green and buck-ass nude.
High intelligence. If you're a fan of the Incredible Hulk, then you know Bruce Banner shot on the scene as a scientist working on the Gamma Radiation Project. Joining the company of Tony Stark, Hank Pym, and Reed Richards, Bruce Banner is known as one of the greatest scientific minds on Earth, the foremost expert on gamma radiation, which is of course what led to his becoming the Hulk in the first place. Banner often rivals, if not exceeds, Tony Stark on matters of scientific theory and practice. He's developed new scientific methods and inventions, but he has famously been unable to control the Hulk no matter how hard he tries. But the best part of Bruce Banner's intelligence comes from the irony that it doesn't carry over when he becomes the Hulk. As soon as Banner gets angry and the Hulk takes over, his memories and intelligence are largely forgotten, and the Hulk becomes a destructive force with little guiding him, save for his animal instincts. For someone as intelligent and empathetic as Bruce Banner, seeing the destruction that the Hulk causes and being powerless to stop it is what makes him one of the most compelling characters in all the comics.
One of yours?
Oh my God. What have you done?
Create more Hulks. Every fan knows the trigger of Bruce Banner's transformation into the Incredible Hulk was a result of gamma radiation. Bruce's exposure to the rays fundamentally altered his DNA. Bruce's life was forever changed, and he carried inside him the potential for Hulkish transformation. A one-of-the-kind backstory, all his superpowers stemmed from his accident. It created a once-in-a-lifetime superhero. At least you'd think he was a once-in-a-lifetime superhero. Did you know that there are several Hulks floating around the Marvel Universe? As it turns out, the Hulk has another power that he wasn't aware of. Isn't it exciting when you discover something new about yourself? For Banner, he figured out that if he gives a blood transfusion, his blood can turn others that match his DNA into the Hulk. And this was exactly what happened with his cousin Jennifer Walters, who ended up becoming She-Hulk after an emergency blood transfusion. Although Jennifer retained most of her personality when becoming She-Hulk, including her intelligence and control, she too has the unique ability to become stronger the angrier she gets. And it's understandable that she would be angry after becoming only the second Hulk in history.
Rough out a tracking algorithm, basic cluster recognition. At least we could rule out a few places. You have somewhere for me to work?
Prolonged lifespan. Bruce Banner never seems to be having an enjoyable time with his powers as the Hulk. Can you imagine how hard it can be when you lose all sense of yourself and then crush a city block? Although Hulk may not care, Bruce Banner has a conscience and feels bad about the Hulk's actions. Add on top, Hulk has an extremely prolonged lifespan. The longer he lives, the more Hulk racks up damage and the worse Banner feels about it all. As if it wasn't enough, he's nearly indestructible. If he does have any major problems destroyed, he instantly regenerates. In addition to all that, he just has a tough time dying of natural causes at any age. Because of his gamma radiation acquired powers, the Hulk has gained a host of immunities that will help him survive long past his normal due date. With a known resistance to all Earth-based diseases, the Hulk can survive almost anything. As a result, it's tough to imagine a senior-age Hulk rolling around in a wheelchair or moving into a retirement home. Additionally, the Hulk's constant regeneration allows him to avoid fatigue altogether. So, midday naps won't be a weakness for the Hulk as he transitions gracefully into old age.
He told me what he wanted to do. He wants it out of me. He wants to dissect it so that he can replicate it. He wants to make it a weapon.
Healing abilities. The Hulk has exceptional regenerative capabilities. Like Wolverine and Deadpool and other Marvel comic book series, the Hulk is in that rare class of super beings who never has to worry about aging like the rest of us. The powers just keep on coming, and apparently, the creators of the Hulk weren't pleased with unlimited strength, superhuman speed, and unrivaled adaptability. In order to make the Hulk truly superpowered, they decided to give him one of the more useful powers that any hero can have: superhuman healing and regenerating abilities. The Hulk has ability to grow entirely new tissues and heal for most wounds in just seconds. Severe wounds as well, including the near complete destruction of his body mass, are also no match for the healing abilities of the Hulk. It's been said that the Hulk heals faster than anyone in the Marvel Universe.
I've seen her flirt. Up close. This ain't that. Look, as maybe the world's leading authority on waiting too long, don't.
Different colors are different powers. Comic book fans know that over time, Marvel has introduced a variety of Hulk colors. Fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe have only been introduced to the green version of Bruce Banner. What neither of these groups may be aware of, that these different colored Hulks all possess different powers. Example of this are the Grey Hulk, a version of the Hulk that is crafty, sneaky, and corrupt. Rather than turning into Grey Hulk when he's angry, Banner turned into Grey Hulk when the sun went down. This iteration of the Hulk moved to Vegas to become an enforcer at a casino. We can only imagine Hulk trying to roll the dice and not getting angry if he lost. Eventually going to therapy to control himself, Banner for a long time became both Green Hulk and Grey Hulk. This made for a version of the two where he wasn't necessarily a destructive force, but he was an angry beast that was also very smart. In addition to this pale green Hulk is the infamous Red Hulk, a beast who gets stronger depending on how much radiation he's exposed to. Because of this, rather than anger controlling him, radiation is what increases his abilities.
Look, we're not strolling into the park for a picnic here. Even if everything goes perfectly, if we induce an episode, if we get the dosage exactly right, is that going to be a lasting cure?
Resistance to mind control. We don't necessarily think anyone in the Marvel Universe, on screen or on page, is eager to get into the Hulk's mind. We can only imagine the kind of chaos swirling in that skull. Even if someone wanted to get in there, they couldn't. With every weapon of mass destruction comes fail-safes and a fail-safe for the fail-safe to ensure that the weapon doesn't fall under control of the wrong people. Considering that the Hulk is one of the most volatile and destructive weapons on the face of the planet, it's probably a good thing that he has resistance to mind control, because there wouldn't be many things worse than a Hulk controlled by the enemy. Theories for the Hulk's resistance to mind control manifesting as one of his powers include that the fact that there are multiple personalities lurking inside of the Hulk's mind. Not only is there Bruce Banner and the Green Guy, but the other facets of the Hulks are always somewhere beneath the surface. As a result, it is said that no one, not even one with the superior mind control abilities such as Professor X, is able to control all of them at once, and thus they cannot control the Hulk.
He's not so bad. Well, he has a temper. Deep down, he's all fluff. Fact is, he's not like anybody I've ever known.
Superhuman speed. When you think of the Hulk, what powers come to mind? We're willing to bet the first thing you think of is Hulk's strength, and why wouldn't you? He can lift entire tanks and rip buildings out of the ground. You can't forget that. Like any giant creature found in nature, one would understandably assume that being big and indestructible has its trade-offs. It may be hard to fit into small showers. You may accidentally tear open the whole bag instead of just a corner, and you're slow. The first two may be true, but the third isn't. Not only can the Hulk destroy anything he wants, he can also absolutely demolish most superheroes in a race. Yeah, he's that fast. Although it's rare in the Marvel Cinematic Universe for the Hulk to be shown as lightning quick, in the comics, the Hulk's speed is one of his more amazing powers. Often shown outrunning a rocket blast and catching up to the world's fastest heroes, the Hulk's speed is an advantage to him purely because he's so unexpected. No one would expect a hero as giant and dim-witted as the Hulk to be a speed machine, so when he takes off at full blast, he can surprise and disarm nearly every enemy that he faces.
You want me to help you put Jarvis into this thing?
No, of course not. I want to help you put Jarvis in this thing. We're out of my field here.
They don't call him the Incredible Hulk because he's mediocre. This is one impressive list of superpowers that we know others wish they had, which is why we want to know, which one of these powers do you wish you had? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up to show your love, and if you didn't earlier, subscribe to become a member of the CBR family and get all the future playlists and videos. Thanks for watching.